The second commitment is interesting for a wholly different reason. It will help us to know before we spend money whether what we're doing to address a problem is or is not likely to work. Even in the United States, 1 in 7 people lack access to sufficient food to lead active and healthy lives. That's 14.3% of our population. That affects childhood development, physical and mental health, exacerbating long-term issues of unemployment and poverty. There are lots of well-funded and well-intentioned efforts to alleviate hunger and food insecurity in our nation. Many are thwarted, however, by operational waste and inefficiency, or just by the affected population rejecting the approach taken. To tackle this challenge here in the United States, Hillary announced a call to action around U.S. food insecurity. So these people I'm going to introduce have come up with a very interesting proposal. So I'd like to ask Mary Catherine Toker of General Mills Foundation, Jason Saul of Mission Measurement, Marcella Hahn of CARE, and Bob Bloom of Heifer International to come up. I've got to brag on this. Heifer International is my neighbor in Little Rock, Arkansas, where we have the only 2 platinum LEED office buildings that abut each other anywhere in the world. So I have to brag on them. They're good. Working with CGI staff, Mission Measurement identified their partners here today. And together they have committed to pilot something they call the Food Security Genome. The Genome is an assessment tool designed by the architect of Pandora Radio. Anybody here young enough to know what Pandora Radio is? Pandora is able to predict in advance a user's music preference. This tool will use historical data in the same way to predict in advance the impact of certain approaches to hunger before they are implemented. That'll save a ton of money and have a huge impact. This predictive tool will enable anti-hunger organizations to design more effective programs by forecasting any given initiative's ability to increase the availability of food for underserved communities, to improve access to nutrition, and to achieve other food security outcomes, including getting people to eat it all. We hope this tool is one step toward ending hunger and food insecurity in the United States and eventually around the world. Let's give them a big hand.